younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really, really, really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Well, how awesome. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Monday evening community call. Gregory Mascari here from Bozeman, Montana. Robin couldn't be with us here tonight, so I'm hosting, going solo here, and we got some exciting things to share with you tonight. And God, I just love that testimonial tape. I watch it a lot, like many of you do, especially those last couple of minutes, and I just love those testimonials. Woohoo! I can run again. Isn't that great? Well, good evening. We have some really wonderful information to be sharing with you here tonight. And the first thing we're going to start out is by introducing you to a brand new director. And we just love celebrating success. And we love the people that are moving through the ranks to share some of the little tidbits, some of the little secrets to success that, you know, the life learnings. And, you know, we come together on these Monday evenings to kind of share best practices and learn with and from each other. So I'm going to turn this first part of the call over to one of our presidential directors, Janet Kiefer, who hails from down in the Texas area, and she's got a brand new director on her team she's going to introduce us to. So over to you, Janet.
Well, thank you so much, Gregory, and hello to everybody out in Live Younger land. And I agree with you, Gregory. I love those testimonials. I love that guy who goes, and I was standing up the whole time. Just love it. So we're here to celebrate new director, Ruth Ann Day from the greater Houston area. Ruth Ann has been a very successful businesswoman. She was in real estate for 25 years, another 23 years in property management. So she has a lot of people skills, a lot of understanding of processes and how to really nurture people. But also she's just got such a heart. She's very active in her church. She's very much about helping people going through challenging times, even bringing people home with her till they can get on their feet. So she's very, very caring. However, from years past, wasn't real interested in network marketing. And then out of the blue, her cousin Ernie Simmons calls her and says, Ruth Ann, you've got to look at this product. You've got to look at this patch. And she was like, oh no, I never want to do a network marketing thing again in my life. Well, never say never. And so she was so stunned by the results she and her sister had with the patches and some friends she shared it with. She said, whoa, I better get on this train before it leaves the station. So we're very excited to introduce her. Ruth Ann's the consummate leader. She stepped up. She started building a team. It's growing. She's all about processes and duplication. She's wonderful to work with. And so Ruth Ann, go ahead and open up your camera. I'd love you to share a little your story and also just a lot about your why of why you would step back into something like this.
There we go.
Okay. Am I on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when my cousin Ernie called, I really did not want to hear what he had to say at all. And I said, and then he told me a little about the patches, and I said, this might be the nuttiest thing I've ever heard. That just sounded way too good to be true. I could not believe it. But my sister had been quite ill and had a lot of mobility issues. And I thought, well, we could try it out on her. So we ordered some patches. And when they arrived, she had been in a situation, she had to have help to get up off the couch. And a week into this, she was able to get up and down on her own without any help. And everybody who saw that they were quite amazed. So I thought, well, I think I'll try it too. I really didn't feel like I had any issues that needed that much attention. But I had that condition that we get when we get older, when we have joint issues and pain in our hands and all kinds of places. And but I really hadn't thought too much about it. It was getting a little more difficult to do some things. And from the day I put the patch on, the very first day, which was late July of last year, I have not had any pain in my hands. They've just been gone, which has been quite remarkable. And then other things started happening. And so I had just more and more, my skin just changed. just small things that happened that I hadn't even thought about. And then I started mentioning it to my friends, and they had tremendous results. They just were having knee pain that was gone. They had just situations that were just much, much better. So I decided, well, I'm reluctantly trying to get involved in that. So that's what I've done. Introduced it to some of my friends, and we've kind of started a little group. We get together. We don't have the Monday morning miracle call. We enjoy that. We have the Thursday lunch miracle call, and we get together every Thursday, and without fail, there's a little miracle story that's told. So it's been quite exciting in our small little group to see how many things have changed. One gal said that she and her mother were having a slight disagreement, and her mother cried, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I made you cry." She said, "No, you don't understand. I'm crying tears. She had her eyes were so dry. She hadn't had tears in 7 or 8 years, and she suddenly had tears." She's had just remarkable things happen, and that's been very interesting to just to watch and observe and see how many people have so many different things that happen. But then I got to thinking about why I would do it. It's kind of an intriguing question when you have to answer that. Why would I do it? And I do a lot of volunteer work. I work with a lot of people who really have limited income. Some have no income, and just putting food on the table is quite a chore. Sometimes they're not able to even do that. So there's no way they just could not buy patches. They couldn't do it. So that's one of my motivating factors is poor people have as much pain as not poor people. And that's just, these patches are just not available to some of the people that I see on a daily basis. So that is a real motivator for me to maybe see somebody that could really benefit and be able to do something about that. So that's one of the things that I'm hoping to have some success in, so I can do that. One of the most interesting things to me now is to see as the months go by. I've been on the patches 6-7 months, and new things keep happening. I just realized a scar that I had from a surgery when I was 4 years old. So I've had this scar for decades, many decades, and it's gone. It's just absolutely gone. So that was quite interesting to see. So I have a great little group here. We are learning this together. There's a lot to learn, and it really helps to do it as a group. And we're enjoying doing it together, and that's how we've approached it. We love the fact that there's so much help available. These calls are great. Janet has been wonderful. She's come down. We had a home meeting, and it was quite successful. And to the point we're going to do some more of those. She's answered my numerous questions that I continually have, and somebody who has very little background in network marketing, there's a lot of questions that come up. So we kind of bug her a lot, and we are very thankful for her. But we are really enjoying doing this, and really enjoy the fact that there's so much help from the leadership, some that we know, some that we see, some we don't see, but the materials that are available to us really have made it easier, and we really appreciate that. That's kind of my story.
Thank you very much, Ruth Ann. We'll turn it back to Gregory, but also congratulations to new manager, Kathy Linsky, on your team, who elevated you to director. Yes.
She did.
Well, that's so awesome, Ruth Ann. I just want to congratulate you again. And your story is a little bit like Robin's, because, you know, Robin wasn't looking for another business. We love network marketing. We have to admit that. And I've always said, once it gets under your skin, there's no known cure. But, you know, and network marketing, I sometimes equate it with dating versus getting married. You know, in our younger years, probably many of us dated multiple people before those of us that found the right one got married. And that's in network marketing is kind of the same. You have to kind of look through a number of companies to find the one that's a fit. But, you know, we got in just because of the product, and Robin started telling friends just like you did, and everybody started having results. Before we knew it, we had a business, an unexpected business. And it's so wonderful because we know every morning we pinch ourselves because we're going to hear more miracle stories, even when it's not Monday morning. Monday morning, we get filled up with miracle stories. But I love that you're getting together once a week because this is it's community, and building a team together. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And so I really celebrate you for doing that every Thursday and just keeping that continuity and sharing stories. And, the old saying, information tells, stories sell. And so, we're all about the stories, and you certainly are creating a great one. And we're so excited and I'm very excited, when Janet told us what you were doing and said, man, we should have a regional down in Houston, right? So we're going to be coming down to see you later on this year.
And we'll be there.
I know you will. So God bless you. Congratulations, Ruth Ann.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We got a few other things to talk about this evening. And, first of all, congratulations again, Ruth Ann from Friendsworth. You're Friendsworth. What a wonderful name for a town, Friendsworth, and I'm glad you decided not to let it pass you by. In case you're not checking email, there's a brand new bonus that started this week and ends this week. Okay. It's a give a boost, get a bonus. You can check your email. If you're not getting the corporate emails, make sure you enroll to do that. But there's a gold diamond bonus that starts today and ends on Sunday, so it's a 1 week February bonus from the 20th to the 26th. So that's a Sunday evening. It'll be over. If you enroll a brand new gold, you get $100 extra. You already, when you enroll a gold, you make $100. So now you're going to make $200. They're paying you double. If you enroll a diamond, you make $200 to $500, depending on your rank. You're getting an extra $300. So that means if you're qualified for the diamond product introduction bonus of $500, you'd actually get $800 to enroll a new diamond. And so it's beautiful. The beauty of this program, it not only applies to enrolling new brand partners, as outlined here, you can upgrade an existing brand partner for even more earnings. So if you enroll somebody, if you look down here in the lower left-hand corner, if you enroll somebody from a starter kit, maybe they just came in for $25. Not very many people do that, but some do. And they upgrade to gold, they get 100. But if they came in at bronze, upgrade to gold, you get 85. They come in at silver and upgrade to gold, you get 50. And it works the same over here with diamonds. So depending on what rank someone's at, if someone with their starter pack rank, from bronze to diamond, you'd make an extra $285. From silver to diamond, an extra $250. Gold to diamond, an extra $200. This is a very, very generous bonus. And what would you do with all that extra cash? So, the company runs this kind of get a boost, get a bonus special once or twice a year. And many times it's one of our very, very best weeks. So I want to invite and encourage everyone to take advantage of this, download it and think about it. And, go out to your existing team and see who's where and who you might support in upgrading to the next level. And those people that are in your pipeline that you're working with, you're doing your follow-up with, there's a reason for them to upgrade. There's a lot of benefit coming to you, and who knows, you might want to share some of that benefit back with them, because you're going to make some pretty good cash with this give a boost, get a bonus for enrolling and upgrading people to the gold or diamond level. So if there's any questions, just check the email, and there's a whole Q&A that goes along with this document. I kind of summarized it to put it here in the newsletter. The next thing in the newsletter I'm really excited to share with you, if you haven't seen, is we're doing a big push in Arizona. I'm going to make this a little smaller so we can see the whole thing. We're doing a big push in Arizona. We're actually going to be starting on Monday, May 20th. We're going to be starting in Sedona, doing a meeting there. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be in Prescott, Arizona, doing a meeting. And then we're going to be heading down to Scottsdale, Arizona, meeting up with Dr. Stacy. Connie will be with us, probably some of those other meetings. Dr. Nicholas, Robin and I, Marcy Preble, Laura Balazer, and Peter No, the all SPD senior presidential directors, along with our special guest, Jarrett Johnson from our LifeWave corporate headquarters, our U.S. country manager. And this is going to be a really spectacular event. It's going to start at 11 a.m. 11 to 12 will be free for guests. In fact, the whole event is free for everybody. But your guests that come, whether they're with you or not, no matter where you are in the country, who do you know in the greater Phoenix area? Who do you know in Arizona? And you should be working. You got a month, because this is a month away from us now. This is on March 25th. We expect 400 to 500 people to be at this event. And so how many are going to be in and from your group? How many of you are going to be there? So 11 to 12 will be, you bring your guests for a stem cell activation seminar. We'll take a short break, 15-minute break, and they'll come back. We're going to have a doctor's panel with Dr. Nicholas and Dr. Stacy answering Q&A, patching people, demonstrating the products. Then we're going to go into a product training, and then we're going to do a light business training for the new folks that are joining us. It might be their very first day. We're going to go through just a good basic training and refresher course for everyone that's there. And the beauty of this facility that we're using, the Franciscan Renewal Center, it has gorgeous outdoors, grassy outdoors that we can utilize. And afterwards, we're going to buy pizzas or Mexican fiesta. We're going to just have some fun in the sun with food and friends, and just do some really nice community building for a couple hours there. So really looking forward to seeing many of you there. And again, if you can't be there, try and get a couple of guests there. Who do you know in Arizona? And again, and it's the same with these events that are up in Sedona on Monday, March 20th, and then in Prescott on Tuesday, March 21st. Robin and I will be up there hosting those meetings, with a number of other leaders. Not sure which other leaders are going to be there with you, but I promise we're going to be there. We're spending a little over a week in Arizona, so look forward to seeing many of you that can be there with us. So that's what's happening as far as events. Okay, as I mentioned to you, Ruth Ann, in June we're going to be down there with you in Houston. In May 20th, we're going to be back in Florida. April, we're going to be in Aruba with a lot of you folks. Really looking forward to that. July, we're going to be in Costa Mesa. We moved it from Long Beach to Costa Mesa. We now have venues for all of the Arizona, and we have a venue for the Tampa. We don't have the contracts in place yet, but the registration is pending. Right now, registration is open, okay? And so going back at the bottom of this flyer for Scottsdale, the link for registration is right down here. You want to register as soon as you know if you can go, because there's a good chance we may, I don't know if we can say sell out because it's free, but we may, the event might get oversold. So exciting news and information. So the other thing I want to mention, God bless you, Connie. You did such a fabulous job last week. Connie Lucas, our new senior presidential director, she did an excellent training on meeting people where they're at and the 3 keys of getting people in, keeping people in, and moving them along. And it's now available for 24/7 replay for distributors. If you go to the Facebook, the LifeWave Business Builder Facebook group. So that's right there. And if you haven't seen it, your homework is to watch that ASAP, because it will inspire you and give you some keys for greater success for you and your team. The updated 333 action plan from last week, that's kind of locking in. We're having more and more people succeeding by this simple method of operation, a simple daily action plan. Contact people, follow up with people, and invite people to webinars and Zooms. And that's the nature of the business. And, it's a numbers game. And you've heard Robin and I say many times, success is not magical, it's mathematical. And this is the formula. And as we say, there's kind of a good, better, best. Some people say, well, God, I'm only doing this part-time. Contacting 3 new people a day is maybe over gradient for me. Well, then maybe you need to do 2-2-2 or 1-1-1. But if you can't do 1-1-1, you're probably not in business. Okay. And maybe that's okay. We love our customers, and our customers love our products. But if you're here to make a difference in other people's lives and an income for yourself, you need to engage in this simple daily action plan. And with all the other training that we have available, which is wonderful, when a brand new person starts, if you could just get them to fall into the flow of the simple daily action plan, it's like falling forward, they will succeed. So, just a quick overview of our calls coming up. I'm not sure who our health practitioner is this week. Robin could be on the call with us here today, but I know it's always a great call. We'll have one of our rising star health practitioners on with us. All the calls are here, but what I get to do, what Robin normally does, is win with the spin. Okay. And so every week, we have new people posting their stories in Vibrant Living, and we take all the names and we add them on this. I'm going to have to stop my, hold on just a second. Doesn't work when you have the blurred background there now. So every week we add, Angela didn't win. That was a practice spin. Angela won the practice spin, but who's going to win the real spin? And if you post a testimonial in Vibrant Living last week, that gets added to the spin for this week, and the winner gets a free sleeve of X39, $149 retail value, and we'll send that to you. So we're going to go ahead and hit the spin and see who wins today. Christina. Congratulations, Christina. So Christina, if you're on with us, please send Robin or I your physical mailing address, and we'll be putting a sleeve of X39 in the mail to you. The company has graciously given us some promotional sleeves that we can share with people that win the spin. So there we are, win the spin. You won the spin. So, today I think we're going to bring this call in for an early landing. I think we've covered most everything that had to be covered. Kara said, will any part of the event be available virtually? It's possible. If it sells out, we probably will broadcast live. If it doesn't, we might not. So no commitments on that. And that's the Scottsdale event. The other events, the smaller events, no. But there's a possibility for people that can't be with us in Phoenix, you might be able to be with us virtually. So, but no commitments on that right now. Good question. Thanks, Kara. So with that being said, let me just check the chat real quick and see if there's anything else in the chat. I don't even know where the chat is on my computer desk. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Wow, you got a lot of congratulations, Ruth Ann. Great webinar, Gregory. Thank you. Short and to the point. Love you all. Adios from Bozeman. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow night on our health practitioner call. Bye, everyone. See ya.